Hello, LHS students in 10th grade U.S. History 1 class with Mrs. Meyer. This is Mrs. Meyer, and today you are going to learn about two very important but very different men, Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton. This instruction was created to prepare you for tomorrow's class, which will be a debate on which man held a better view for America's fledgling economy. So basically what we're going to do is look at these two men, their ideas and plans, and see which one would have a better view for American economy. I will help you through a few activities to assist with your debate preparation. I will choose which side you will be on during class, so make sure you obtain enough information about each man for debate. So the way we're going to do this today is we are going to first read some information about Thomas Jefferson. Then we are going to read some background information about Alexander Hamilton. While I read this information to you, you will proceed to take notes. You can take notes in your reader-writer notebook, which is located in your online textbook. What I would recommend is just putting your notebook to the side and read along with me. Feel free to pause this video and the reading at any time in order to accurately take down those notes. You'll see in the notebook it says, how does Jefferson and Hamilton's view of the government differ? And in here, you'll take notes and then submit them to me. And again, this is located in the main idea section of your notebook, page 2. I'm going to exit out of this portion so that we don't duplicate on your screen. So let's begin with Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was born in Virginia to a wealthy and respected family. One of 10 children, he was gifted with many talents. As a boy, he learned to ride, hunt, sing, dance, and play the violin. Later, he carried a violin with him during all of his travels. With land inherited from his father, Jefferson set himself up as a Virginia tobacco planter. Once he was established as a planter, Jefferson entered Virginia politics. As a politician, he lacked the ability to make stirring speeches. Instead, Jefferson spoke eloquently with his pen. His words in the Declaration of Independence and other writings are still read and admired today. Jefferson's view of human nature was much more hopeful than Hamilton's. He assumed that informed citizens could make good decisions for themselves and their country. To quote him, "I have so much confidence in the good sense of men," Jefferson wrote, "that I am never afraid of the issue where reason is left free to exert her force." Jefferson had great faith in the goodness and wisdom of people who worked the soil. Farmers and planters like himself. State a problem to a plowman and a professor, he said, and the former will decide it often better than the latter. So you may want to pause right here, students. Take a few notes on Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to forward into the Alexander Hamilton reading for you. Okay, and some background information about Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton was born out of wedlock and upon the death of his mother was orphaned in the Caribbean island of St. Croix. Although Hamilton was refused access to an education by church officials, he became known for his academic talents among the local community. When Hamilton was 13, a few St. Croix leaders arranged to send the talented teenager to New York, where he could get the education he deserved. With no money or family connections to help him rise in the world, he made his way on ability, ambition, and charm. George Washington spotted Hamilton's talents early in the Revolutionary War. Washington made the young man his aide-de-camp or personal assistant. Near the end of the war, Hamilton improved his fortunes by marrying Elizabeth Schuyler. His new wife came from one of New York's richest and most powerful families. Hamilton's view of human nature was shaped by his wartime experiences. All too often, he had seen people put their own interests and personal profit above patriotism and the needs of the country. Most Federalists shared Hamilton's view that people were basically selfish and out for themselves. For this reason, they distrusted any system of government that gave too much power to the mob or the common people. Such a system, said Hamilton, could only lead to error, confusion, and instability. And again, students, I encourage you to pause here for one moment and place some notes about Alexander Hamilton in your online notebook. Finally, students, I remind you that in that online notebook, I have now provided you a quick T-chart reminding you of Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton's points of view and some of that background information. You can certainly reference this as you need it. For your last activity in preparation for the big debate tomorrow, I would like you to go once more into your online notebook, this time your section assessment and number 3. You should complete this last assignment before tomorrow's debate. Be sure to write one short paragraph as it might be able to be utilized in your debate. Make sure that you use the submit form when you are done with this short paragraph. The question is, how would you judge President Washington's decision to put two such opposed thinkers as Hamilton and Jefferson on his cabinet? Think about and make sure you write about both men's merits, their philosophies, and the conflicts that developed between the two men. And one last reminder, students, I will be choosing which side and which man you will debate for. Please be certain that you have enough information about both men in order to complete this debate. Thank you and have a good evening.